wanted to make a new car buying checklist. This is if you finance a brand new vehicle that's new. I'm not talking about a lease or buying a used car. That's really kind of all bets off on a used car or something of that nature. First thing that you want to do is car insurance. Don't wait to get car insurance. Try to do it the same day if you can. If the office is open, the insurance office that you use is open, or the next business day. Very important. Finance managers will tell you that you have 30 days, but don't wait 30 days. Just get it as soon as possible. You don't want to drive your car without insurance. Then you have to go to court, and then you have to show that you had a policy, an existing policy, to show that you added it on later on. A lot of insurance companies will let you add a new vehicle on if it's replacing a vehicle that you already had on the policy. So if you had full coverage on another vehicle and then you bought a new vehicle, then that could extend to that vehicle, and most insurance companies do that. Gap insurance, if your down payment is less than 20% of the total amount that you finance, so to make the math easy, $100, that's $20. So do the math on the amount that you finance. If you're in that ballpark, then you probably don't need gap insurance. It's a waste of money, but it's up to you. So do the math and make sure that's going to work best for you. The next thing is you need to get full coverage on a brand new vehicle because, first of all, you don't own it. The bank owns it. So you have to have full coverage. It's the law, and it protects your investment. A car is an investment no matter how you look at it. So you need to get, depending on the type of vehicle you have, and I'm just going to say this probably a couple times, just refer back to your insurance agent to see if this what I'm telling you is going to work for you or what you need to do for your specific needs and situation that you're in. So medium comprehensive level coverage, and they can tell you what that is. You get a deductible between $250 to $500. You just have to look at your policy and see if you can afford it. I would recommend getting a lower deductible because if anything happens, you're not going to lose a whole lot of money on the deductible to get it fixed. Medium collision level coverage, so $250 to $500 deductible on that. Rental car reimbursement, very, very important. If you get in an accident and the other insurance company doesn't, like that person who hit you doesn't have insurance or something like that, or they don't have enough coverage in the limits to pay for everything, you might not get rental car reimbursement. And on average, it's like $200 to $300 for a week. So it depends on what kind of car you rent. So you want the rental car reimbursement. You need that. You need to get underinsured and uninsured motorist insurance as well. Next thing you need is personal injury protection or no fault, something like that. So ask about that and see what you can get for that. Towing, you need towing. A lot of new cars come with towing, but if it's so cheap that you can just get towing for the 6 months or the 1 year policy for, and it's a very small amount added, just get it so you have it because you need it. Everybody needs towing, even for a new car. Medical expenses coverage. So you need to find out what you should get, what you feel is appropriate for you. If you're driving around a lot of people, you have a lot of people in your car, you might want to consider getting higher limits for medical expenses coverage. Your liability, a lot of people, according to the reading I've done, a lot of experts say that the limit minimum that you should get is 100/300,000, and I believe the 100 is per person and 300 is max, I think. Next, ask your insurance agent what's best for you in your situation. I'm going to repeat that again. I just want to make sure that everybody knows that who's watching this, because I'm not an expert. I'm just telling you what I know and trying to share my experience and knowledge with you, because I have had insurance for like 20 years now. So on all different vehicles I've owned in the past up to now. Rubber or all-weather custom floor mats. Super nice. Take out your carpet ones, put them in a proper storage bag or something to protect them and keep them in case you need them for later, in case you lose those rubber custom floor mats that they're cut out to fit perfectly and designed specifically for your vehicle. And then you can keep those floor mats indefinitely, or sell them when you know, they're going to go with the car wherever the car goes. So when you sell it, that'll be something else that'll be nice to have with the car when you do sell it, if you do, or just have them. Also, get a custom sunshade that specifically fits your car. They're usually like $15 to $20 more than the most expensive one that you can buy at Walmart or anywhere you could get a sunshade. Next is a custom dash mat, the mat that goes over your dash to protect it from sun and cracking. Very, very important. Get one that has the color that matches your dash color. Your dash color, get a dash mat that matches that color, or it will look ugly and you won't like it. You won't be happy with it. The next thing is locking lug nuts. So you can get a kit from AutoZone, or you could buy a kit from them, which might be a little bit more, but it's up to you, that has locking lug nuts that are unique to a special key socket that can take them off so that your wheels will not get stolen. And that's a big thing today, kind of an epidemic. People are just, everything just seems to get stolen off of vehicles or in vehicles. Next is proper fitting seat covers that can accommodate and be compatible with seat airbags, front and rear set. Soon as you get it, soon as you get the car, get those seat covers on. You want your seats to look nice and new for a long, long time. Tire pressure gauge with a mini air compressor. Don't buy a cheap tire pressure gauge. Get one that has a needle, that like a little circular one from the brand Slime. Really, really nice. I've got many of those. They work very well for doing auto repair jobs, just checking tires, and for your own having it in the car. And it should go at least up to 60 or 80 psi. Next is a couple of cheap fleece blankets. You can buy them anywhere. They're really cheap. You can just get them for a couple dollars at Walmart. Just have 2 or 3 in your car so that you can throw them over anything that looks valuable in your car. If you go shopping and you go to another store, you want to have those blankets there, and you can just throw them over the stuff you bought, and no one knows what's in your car, especially when you have those thick fleece blankets. You can't see through them, and if the thief can't see what they're breaking into the car for or to steal, they don't know what's in there, they're not going to break into your car. I mean, all bets are off if you're parking somewhere where there's no street lights and it's at night and you don't know where you are. That's a whole different scenario. But just for, you know, the average customer, just parking at home or parking somewhere in a shopping center, those are going to work really, really good. Then getting to the bottom of the list, mini ABC fire extinguisher. You want to have an ABC fire extinguisher. Do not put it in direct sunlight. Cover it with a blanket. Find a place to put it where it will be out of direct sunlight. Excuse me, but have it available to you in your car. You just never know, for any reason. You could have a tire fire, you could have something under the hood, you could have anything. You could help somebody else out in an emergency. So keep a cheap mini, doesn't have to be cheap, but just get a mini ABC fire extinguisher. You can get them at a marine store, marine supply store, boat shop. Walmart has them for usually 15, 20 bucks, any auto parts store. Last thing, a good pair of gloves, a moving blanket you can get from Harbor Freight Tools for a couple dollars, and hand wipes for changing the tire. All these things will come in very handy.